I'm Krista, I'm an addict.
I'm Gracie, and I'm not.
Tonight, as a guest, we have my friend Bobbi, who I've known for several years now. So, Bobbi, you want to introduce yourself for a little bit, and then we'll share how we met. And
I'm Bobbi. I'm an alcoholic.
Bobbi,
Hey, I'm in recovery. I live in Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm from Ohio County. Yeah,
so
pretty nice.
I met Bobbi a few years ago. When the journey, I think it was how many years ago
21.
was it? So it was like right when I started my recovery journey. It was when we were both incarcerated. I did not know her. I think that our paths crossed that first time for a reason. And then, dude, we were in jail together, and I was at the height of
Bunkmate.
psychosis.
Yeah, he was above me.
Was we?
Yeah, you would be like, "Damn." You look down and be like, yeah.
Like I'm just like such a spiritual person. I think that people are putting your path for a reason, and like you kept me sound in there because I thought everything was a setup. Everybody was a fed. That was our ongoing joke while we were in there.
Yeah,
And
even at point out, I said, I remember you said everybody's a fed in here but me and you. And you said, well, I used to. I still think that.
yeah,
Yes.
and then so fast forward a little while, and
I went back out.
I'd been in drug court for a little bit and had been picking some girls up for a meeting, and so I pulled up and there you were outside of a treatment center, and it just was like you made a comment about hey fed or something, and it just made my heart so happy to see that you'd found your way back to recovery, and we've been on this path ever since. So
Right.
so tell us a little bit about from like that point, and you moved to Bowling Green. So
Yes,
share a little bit about from that point to now.
I moved to Bowling Green, and I was pretty busted, like I had left the treatment center. I'd come off a lot of losses, went back out, just went to jail, got revoked, became a state inmate, got parole, still had more charges, had all these things stacked against me. That's why I had went to the warm center. And when I come out, I'd like to call it below, like there's a level ground, a zero. I was probably at about a -10. And I had to do a lot of work to just become a zero, and
Yeah.
sometimes you look around and you think, I'm just at zero. What's the point? So many people quit right then, but they don't see all the work they did to get to zero, so I just kept going. I had a lot of people around me. Went to meetings, and I just kept trying. I kept losing jobs after they would give them to me because I was on parole. My record was so bad so quick, and I just kept going and praying to God. I mean, I was just like, I didn't have no choice but to give it to God because I didn't have no option, just to keep applying. And luckily I was at sober house that the woman didn't, she seen me trying, seen them taking the jobs back. So she didn't press me. I would help her and she didn't give me no stress about being able to pay rent, so I was real fortunate there. And I got really blessed and got an interview opportunity with Humana. And then it was like 5 different interviews. It was through a cohort with the Goodwill Opportunities Center, and they picked me. And there was probably 15 of us. I think 15 started, and I think there's 5 left of us. So I mean, I really got blessed with a real good job. I mean, a career. I think it's a job. I worked from home, and I was on parole, and they did take the job back after they seen that. And I thought, well, here we go again, and there was an appeal process, and I went on and did that. And I had some really nice ladies write me really nice things because they really helped me, and they decided to give me a job.
So your background had actually hindered you, like your employment was cut when they found out about your background.
The factories wouldn't even give me a job. Like they would give me the job, and they was like, everybody's hired, and then they would take the job back when they got my background back. Because it was I was just self-willed it up, I did not have no ability to stop. You know, it didn't matter what I did. I was not capable of stopping to follow any kind of direction and go forward.
Yeah.
So,
So we haven't like we've touched base a little bit on like, you know, like the background, how it hinders you from like being able to move forward. Like, will you share like what that made you feel like finally getting an opportunity and then having it taken away because of your past? Like, share a little bit about how that made you feel.
It made me feel like there was no point. I would think that at night, but my brother was like, I don't care. You know, my brother talks to me all the time, you know, build me up every day, you know, and he's like, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you flip burgers, work in a barn, the local store, grocery store. He don't care, you know, but if you keep substances out of your body, you will move forward. It doesn't matter, you know, so just you cannot move forward if you're getting messed up, you know, just stay straight. And I just remember that even now, I remember him saying, your life will not move forward if you put one in you, because you cannot stop, you know. I wish you could, but you can't, you know, so
me neither.
Yeah, you know, I mean, just a beer turns into, you know, I break out in meth every time, you know, like does it really matter? It don't have to be instant, but it's gonna happen, you know. So, but yeah, I just gotta remember them little things that he says to me, you know, like they really matter when you're in the beginning, you know, like I didn't have any negative really around me except my sponsor, you know, I mean, she tell me the truth, you know, but I asked her to do that, so it was cool with that, you know, but so yeah, it really mattered who I was around. She would tell me that you're the accumulation of the 5 people you're around the most. And I've heard it a little different along the way, like if you're around 5 broke people, you're about to be the 6th.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You know, so yeah, so I just gotta just remember, because there's so many things I've forgotten, you know, like just how to live, real life stuff, you know, life happens. So I just gotta remember to look around who I'm with, because that's what that's perception is everything, you know.
Okay, so you got the job. What? Tell us a little bit after that.
I got the job, and when I got the job, my sponsor said we're going to keep this job for 6 months, which I was like, 6 months, you know, that's a long time, you know what I mean? Like, and I said, are you kidding? She said, no, they're going to keep it for 6 months. So I was like, wow. And they had like a 0 tolerance policy for missing. And I was like, man, this is a lot of pressure, you know? So, but I just kept going and kept going, consistency. And I don't remember when it was, but I remember I took a day off after I passed the probation period, and everybody started calling me that I work with. They're like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And I'm like, what? And he's like, you're always at work. And I thought, when did this happen? You know, that I'm always at work, you know, like that was reliable, you know, all of a sudden them builder word, them wins started to apply to me, you know, so I started to feel better about myself. And I started paying my bills. And then my brother helped me get a car, you know, so, and I paid him back for the car and got insurance. I keep insurance. That's a big thing too. Keep insurance, you know, like I'm like, man, you know, like, it's still,
for sure.
You know, every time I go to bed at night and cover up and turn the light out, I think that's pretty good. You know, like I did not, you know, for a long time. All those things are wins, you know, and I needed those because I had so many losses for so long. You know? My kids, you know, talking to my kids and my parents, answering the phone when they call. It's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not wanting to not answer the phone, you know?
Yeah, so. Gracie knows about those no call answering nights. For
I mean, we think we're doing you a favor. We're like, you're welcome, but it's not.
It's
not the truth. You know? But you gotta remember, the opposite of addiction is connection. You know, so you got to, and I have these certain ones that I have to watch if I'm not connected to. Because if I'm not got that connection, then I'm moving towards something different. So there's connections that are important to me, which is my brother, my family, my children, my sponsor, my you know, there's certain friends that I have that I will connect. You know, I will answer back. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't want to, that's something I need to look at. You know.
Yeah.
Self-awareness is huge.
It's a blessing and a curse.
Ain't it the truth?
Yeah.
Ain't it the truth?
I was telling Gracie the other night that like it seems like we might go a while without talking to each other, but like every time you text me, it's like something that I'm going through, and then we end up just like laughing about it because it's like, dude, these are
It's
God
weird,
moments.
ain't it?
Like, so recently you went through a hardship, and we talked before we started this that you were comfortable with, sharing about it. I think a lot of times we are quick to share our blessings, on social media, and but we go through some hard stuff. So do you want to share a little bit about what you've recently went
Um,
through?
So I didn't have to do with my children for about 4 years. They didn't have to do with me, both. And we just became reconnected to the steps. And about December, I went on vacation beginning of February. My daughter called and said she was pregnant. She was supposed to have no kids, and she was pregnant, and she was 6 months pregnant. So she had waited to tell us in case. And then she had the baby May 31st, little girl, a little early. And on June 27th, she didn't wake up. So it's what we ain't got the autopsy back, but more than likely. And it's just been really hard. But I've had to, like, man, I've had to rely on my village. The people
Yeah.
and that day had so many women call me that I looked up to. About the third time, I thought this is not normal. And I said, "What's on Facebook? What's going on?" And they said nothing. My sponsor had sent out a text saying um, I was needing some support or something, and going through something. And so I told them that they have really been there for me. My sponsor is really, she's great, and that recovery doesn't mean things won't happen. Because when I first went back out, I had, years and years of recovery, and but I had stopped doing recovery, and divorce happened. I had nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, life happens. This happened, but I had people. I had a foundation built for if something happened that I'm connected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to come home every night, and it's just quiet. I see a little diaper, or it's just sad. And I have so much empathy for my daughter. It's almost like I can't concentrate on my own. I just want her to be okay and make good choices, and I'm just fearful. And just sad, really. And usually when you got a loss, my family's endured losses like this, or just losses, and like car wrecks or murder, suicide, overdose. There's always somebody to be mad at. There's
Mm-hmm.
nobody to be mad at here. It's just pain. And it's different to navigate through. I don't, nobody can make you feel better. There's no words that comfort you. It's just moving through it. And that's what sponsor told me. We just move through it together. And I'll tell you what, I've thought a couple times, like, you just check out, because I am alone. I'm not lonely, but I am alone. So
Sure.
I thought I could just, like, a weekend getaway or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a good reason to get drunk.
Yeah.
And then even my great sponsor said, if you get through this clean sober, it'll be a damn miracle. My sponsor said, good thing you're a miracle. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but she told me, she's like, what she said is the truth. It's pain, and that's what we don't like to feel. We don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to feel pain. But before I put my pain above my child's with divorce, they all at me were self-centered people. I don't have to do that this time. My daughter is in pain, and I need to be there. I get to be there, and there's so many blessings. I'm not even mad at God. That's the weird thing, because I see so much love that little girl fixed. She just healed our family. Me and my ex-husband are able to be in the same room. We're friends on Facebook, and we don't throw daggers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I look at these pictures and I just move forward. It's not. And then I see my dad hug you. That's healing,
Mm-hmm.
and I seen my daughter let me love her. She let me love that baby. That's, I can't be mad, can't be sad. That's the baby had a job, and this job was done. But the main job the baby had is, and I've thought about it, is I'm fearful of love, and because I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to react.
Yeah.
I love that baby. So I don't regret it. I would do it again. No one had it, but it makes me think, would I regret it if I let somebody love me, or if I love someone else? So I don't think so. So it tells me the baby had another job, which was teach your grandma about love. I can't be upset about that. Can't be. So it's just getting through it. Sometimes I have to like stop looking at pictures,
Yeah.
because but you want to. So it's uncomfortable. But there's certain things I've told myself I will not say that baby's name messed up. I don't want to ever do that. And I will not uh, put my pain above theirs. And I will be there. For so long, when I would text my children, there would be no bubble response on the phone. On the iPhone, you see a bubble.
Yeah.
There's a bubble now when I text them. And I can't imagine not being there for that bubble, or making this about me. Them worried about me. When this happened, my brother said, he just pulled me to the side. He was like, I'm going to need you to stay strong, do this with me.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, because it's pain.
Yeah.
Everybody hurt still. So I get up every day, and sometimes I'm sad. And at the end of the day, I check on my kid. If she texts me her today, but I haven't heard from her. I'm just learning. But that's all we can do, right? Is just be there for each other.
Yeah.
You
So
texted me the whole thing was going on. You texted me. I valued all those.
yeah.
Everybody's.
And like
I'm
you say in
sorry.
there, you don't, there's no words that are gonna fix it, but like I didn't, I just reached out and said, hey, I'm here. Like that's,
I'm not alone.
yeah, you're
That's
not
what the
alone.
program promises. You don't have to do nothing alone.
Yeah.
So that's a lot better than being, because if I was to turn that way for relief, instant relief,
Yeah.
you get stuck in that pain.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you think it's a good thing, you get stuck in that pain, that spot. That's what I realized when I come out and when I woke up, sobered up, is that I still had to deal with the pain of the divorce. It just was years later when everybody's like, get over it. You know what I'm saying? I never had even dealt with it. You know what I'm saying? And then I look at I got on Facebook, and people I know that got divorced, the snot addicts,
Yeah.
alcoholics, and they had other babies and got remarried. And I'm thinking, how they do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it
Yeah.
tells me that I'm the problem. How I handle it is the problem. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, so I just can't be the problem this time. Like, it's not about you. you
Yeah.
know? So it's all right.
Dude, that's so real. Like when you're in addiction and stuff, like like that's so great. Like years later, like still feeling it, and everybody's 10 years older.
Yeah. Right. You're like, I've been messed up. I ain't dealt with nothing. I'm
Yeah. What do
focused
you
back
mean?
5 years ago. Actually, I don't even
Yeah.
know how long it's been because my timeline's still messed up. You know what I'm
I
saying?
swear. I swear. Sometimes when I give like the lead or whatever, I'm like, hold on, no, hold on. It's been like 15 years. I've been doing this for a while.
Right. So my higher powers just broke it to me a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
I think I lied so much in the beginning, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? I carried that lie with me.
It
I
became
mean,
reality. Like this is what happened because that's what I've told myself.
right. I have no idea. It's a fog.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
somebody can be like, you know what you did? I'm like, probably. I don't know. No defense. But recovery is just made my life. It's totally different. My life is completely different than the way it was. And I am. Sometimes I look around and I think, this is crazy. I got my own place. I got electric in my name and stuff. And food in the fridge and I'll get stamps, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like, and I didn't steal a thing out of it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I buy myself stuff, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm able to show up and be a part of, you know, and not feel, and when I feel a little awkward, it's me. I just move forward. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, 'cause I'm like, well, you're feeling something, you know what I mean? Like, it's all you know, it's
Yeah.
fine. Okay.
Well, I'm so proud of you. I'm inspired by you all the time. I'm just so grateful that you came into my life and that I'm able to share your story because you're just an inspiration to a lot of women. They look up to you, and I just want to share that story.
Well, thank you very much. You know, there's this, I just want to say there's a few things that I've discovered that are pretty valuable to me that I carry on and I like to share it with women. Pick a home group. It's very important. I say it's important that, and I tell my sponsees this, it doesn't matter if they go back out or I meet a girl in sober, wherever. She can always find me Wednesday nights. That's what I think of a home group is if somebody goes back out, they know where to find me.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if they want to find me and want to go to a meeting, they know that I'll be there. You know, so and then also it shows people like they're like, where's that ex Bobby? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's important. Um, let's see what mark the steps. There's more than one, two, three. There's more than one, two, three. You know, like that. It's very important to work the steps. I would not have the relationship with my children if I did not work the steps, and it was magic how it happened. I just cannot reiterate. It's weird how it happened, but work the steps is important and get back, man. Like be there for the next girl, you know, like I need to that's what my sponsor told me, you better get to work fast, you know, because your girls are growing up and you know what I'm saying? Like I want somebody to be able to they be there for my children if something.
Yeah.
The genetic predisposition is already there, you know. So uh I just try to get back and I don't understand how some people go into the program and get all these yes, I did it too, you know what I'm saying? And then lose it all. I seen everything go, you know, gone.
Yeah.
And just, you know, just work the program and you will succeed, you know. I just gotta remember to tell myself that some days, my sponsor does too, you know, like
Yeah.
good stuff though. You know, I mean, we're supposed to show it that it works. Attraction, not promotion, you know.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I like it.
Okay. Thank you so much. I'm so
Yes,
proud of
You're
you.
thank you
welcome.
for
Thank
sharing
you.
your story.
All right, Bobby. Well, I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was
Thank
nice
you.
talking to you.
All right. Bye.
You too. Bye.